Hi friends, welcome back to Vlogmas Day 16. Today is Thursday. No grandkids again today. I told Bree, that I was under the weather. I still had my energy. I didn't have a fever. I wasn't, worried too much, but it seems like at night, I don't know what it is, but at night it just gets worse. And after I had messaged that to her, and wasn't shortly after that, I started hacking and coughing, and it was horrible. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't come. I thought, sometimes, a lot of times I take the Mucinex at night, the one that helps me sleep, and then I wake up and I feel great. So I'm like, you never know, I might wake up feeling great tomorrow. Anyway, she said, let's just wait another week. So now I told Kevin, I said, you can't get sick now, because we haven't seen him at all in December. We saw him at Thanksgiving, and even then, we had a house full of people. It wasn't like it was just us and them, and had time with them. So I miss them terribly, especially this time of year is magical with little kids around. So I'm just totally bummed about it. But I received another gift from another amazing artist and designer. She paints, she designs cross stitch. She probably does more than all of that. But those are the two things that I know she does, and I know she's great at. And she is just a beautiful soul. She's in my CW Live classes. So Annie was kind enough to make me a gift. And I said to Kevin, I feel terrible. I haven't made anybody anything this year, for Christmas. So I'm feeling really down on myself right now, but it's so fitting that she put it on a paintbrush. Look at that Santa on a paintbrush. Is that not clever? I absolutely love this, Annie. I am thrilled. And I'm going to hang it again on my tree that is upstairs where I see it all the time. I see both the trees all the time. But yeah, this is handmade from Annie Belcher. Are you kidding me? I'm going to put a link below because she does have Instagram. I'm pretty sure she has a website too, selling her cross stitch patterns. But yeah, so thank you, Annie. I was kind of blown over when I opened that gift. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so yesterday I mentioned that I was going to do a artist spotlight, putting the spotlight on someone else that loves Christmas and is very good at what they do. Their names are Vaughn and Stephanie Rawson. They are known as Whimsical Whittler. And the reason, thank you to Cassandra, Cassandra and Aaron of Autumn Lane Stitchery. At the beginning of my videos, my Vlogmas videos, there's a picture. It's got a poinsettia in the center, and then there's two Santas, one on each side. One's an Americana, one's just in a red suit. And they're carved. Well, Cassandra messaged me and she said, oh my gosh, those Santas in your video are awesome. And she was just wondering, if that was something of my artwork or, what's the story? So I told her about Whimsical Whittler, and it made me think about them. I of course think of them every year I bring those Santas out. They are my absolute favorite treasures from my early days of primitive folk, when Kevin and I used to go out to Pennsylvania and do the wholesale show, and it was all American handmade folk art. It was before everything went over to China. So it was where I met Deb Strain. Her and I started our businesses around the same time. I met the Whimsical Whittler. I met so many amazing people at those shows. Some of the most talented artists, folk artists ever. So I met Warren Kimball there. I met Carol Endress there. Oh God, I mean, the list goes on. The Schneemans, oh my gosh, they do handmade tin ware, like lighting and lanterns and small things, ornaments. I've got some of their works in my home. I've met amazing tradespeople, artists, folk artists, all of that. So it was the best show ever. And it's sad that, you know, it's not that way anymore. But, oh, and Bethany Lowe. That's where I first met Bethany Lowe. And I met Valancourt Folk Art. We actually went bowling. My agents and Kevin and I, and I think Paul and Jan went with us that year. And maybe not, I don't know. But we went bowling with Valancourt Folk Art. If you're not familiar with them, I might do a little spotlight on them as well. But they do the chalkware, which is also featured in my intro video for my Vlogmas videos. The ones that are sitting on the windowsill, that's Valancourt. Okay, so back in 1996, so 1994, here we go. 1994 was our first year at, my gosh, what was the name of the show? Market Square. It's called Market Square. It was in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, which is, it's over there. It's outside of Philadelphia, but so we started going to the show in 1994. This was 1996 when I met Vaughn and Stephanie Rawson of the Whimsical Whittler. Hold on, I have to do this justice. Okay. I cannot tell you how much I absolutely love their work. So Vaughn, he is the carver, and his wife Stephanie does all of the painting. They are perfection all the way around. On his pack it says US mail. Or no, it just says US. I guess I thought it was, like, I thought he was carrying the mail, but maybe he was carrying gifts. But he's got a little, a trumpet. He's got a little nutcracker. You can see the trumpet is that silver. A nutcracker, and over here he has a drum. But look at that face. Amazing. The other gem, at the same time, I picked up this gem, also dated 1996. Now, it doesn't say on the bottom limited edition. I know as time went on, they started doing limited edition pieces. So I don't know how many they made of this particular one. It could be a one-off for all I know. I really don't know. He's holding, look at, there's movable parts too. A little joker, look at it, goes up and down. In his pack, he's got a little dice. That feather tree is super cool. In his pack, he has a ball and a little gift and some books hanging on some string. So when I tell you I treasure these, I absolutely do. I always have. Usually I have them sitting on my windowsill so I can see them when I make coffee, when I'm in the kitchen all the time, so I see them all the time. I still have them in a prominent place in the living room. I was always afraid they're going to get knocked off, which I'm afraid my Valancourt's going to get knocked off that windowsill. But anyways, that's here nor there. So I met them, you know, in '96, and then I, you know, I would see them at the show and stuff like that. And then when we quit doing that show, or maybe they quit doing the show first, I don't know. But I didn't see them for many years until I went to the Ghoultide Gathering. And it's a show in Michigan. It's all Halloween because they don't do just Santas. They have an extensive line that they did of Halloween and Americana patriotism type stuff. Those were their 3 subject matters. And I saw them at Ghoultide Gathering, and my friend picked up one of their Halloween pieces. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I remember at the time, I didn't really have much money to be spending on something like that. You know, we were just starting our primitive folk business, and but I knew when I saw them that I just had to have them. And I can't remember what I paid for them, to be honest, but I remember at the time going, oh, this is a lot of money. What am I doing? But there's some times in your life, you guys, that, you know, it's not like we starved to death. It's not like we lost our home over these 2 precious pieces of art. I'm so thrilled to have these, and I've had them for all these years. There's just times when it's okay, if it's something super special and handmade and unique, that it's okay to let yourself have that special thing because it's an heirloom. It is something that is going to increase in value. You know, I've done that with, I have some pretty neat treasures from people that no longer make those treasures anymore. And you can't get them unless you go to eBay. So I went to eBay because I wanted to see if you could find any of their work. I can tell you this, I didn't pay anywhere near that. I know I paid under $300 for each. I want to say they were 200 and something. Of course, that was at a wholesale show, so I was paying wholesale. But I want to say they were like 200 and something each. Here comes the sad part. Vaughn passed away in 2015, so they're no longer being made. So if you have one, or you know someone in your family that has one, let them know what a special treasure they have, and make sure that they tell their family what a special treasure it is, so it never ends up given, you know, like, just, it's a treasure. It's an American Folkart treasure. So anyways, I'm going to share with you pictures that I found on the internet of their work, and I'm just gonna set it to some music, and I might do just a little voiceover just to tell about them and when they started their business. But yeah, so enjoy. Vaughn and Stephanie Rawson founded the Whimsical Whittler wood carving studio in 1989, specializing in Santas, Halloween, holiday figures, and other Americana-inspired folk art. Known for their highly detailed work, each figure is hand-carved from basswood using knives and chisels. They are painted in muted colors and finished to reflect an aged patina. Each piece is therefore a unique expression of the wood carving art. Unfortunately, Vaughn passed away in 2015, leaving a legacy. Hopefully it gives Stephanie some peace just knowing that their work lives on in so many fine homes. Vlogmas day 16. Woo woo! Lower. Might be our screenshot. Get over here. You still aren't used to it.
Oh.
You want to go first?
No, I'll let you go first.
All right. Day 16 of Stitchy Box. Like my new voice? Tired of coughing. Ooh. Pretty. Day 16, Winter Woods, Gast, General Arts. I hope you get to spend a bit of time in nature this holiday season. Very nice.
Go for a walk. I don't think we should go for a walk today, though.
No.
I get blown away.
Yeah, we have another windy day on our hands. Wow, that's just showing up black. What is the deal? God, you see up my nose. Well, anyways, it's a dark brown and it's really pretty. I don't know, maybe you can see it better back here. Not
Dark
really.
brown. Almost a little red to it.
It's gorgeous. It says one of a kind, so... Oh, it's a limited edition. Very nice. Winter Woods. Okay. You up, baby.
Comfy slippers.
I don't know if you need any, but...
Slip-on slippers.
You can never have too many slippers as far as
they're
I'm
a little
concerned.
squishy.
Yeah, they got memory foam in them.
Oh, I like slippers. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sound effects.
All right.
Brought to you by Athena. Really?
Back it up, man.
Get a drink of water, would you? Oh, that's funny. I have a feeling that this is floss as well, which I think is hilarious that they give floss on the same days. This is Kitten Stitcher, by the way. Yep. Oh, more silk. Ah. Wassail. Silken colors, hand-dyed 100% silk.
Wassail.
Wow, this color.
That's fun to say. Wassail.
That's very Eastery to me.
What are these things? $1,000.
It doesn't, it's showing up kind of gray, but it's, anyway, it's a purple. But it's my kind of purple. If I'm going to use purple, this is, sorry. If I'm going to use purple, this is my kind of purple. Okay. And don't worry, I'm not buying these. I'm showing you the floss on this side, and it was what I showed you earlier. And he's like, $1,000. I'm not buying them.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
But look, hon. That's what these are worth.
Oh, is that right? Those are...
That's Whimsical Whittler.
Wow.
And I...
Guess what I'm selling?
Oh.
Maybe not.
Oh, I don't think you
looking.
better. Oh, I'll know if they're gone. But no, it's... Well,
We got those a million years ago, didn't we?
yeah, we got them in 1996. And so I'm curious, like when we saw them, when I purchased them from Market Square. So I got them wholesale as well. And I'm wondering, at that time, they probably didn't do limited edition because on the bottom it doesn't say limited edition, but these, on the other pictures on eBay, it shows the bottom and it'll say limited and it will say 50 and then slash of 100 or something like that. So I don't know if these are one-offs. I don't know.
I don't either.
Don't know. We don't know. But anyways. So thanks for joining us again today. Get on in here. We need a good cover.
Yeah, I just afraid you're going to cough in my face.
If I cough, honey, I'm turning the other way.
Okay.
What is the deal? Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Peace out.
This past Sunday, Kevin and I watched It's a Wonderful Life. And I found some interesting trivia about that movie that I wanted to share with you guys. So for the scene that required Donna Reed to throw a rock through the window of the Granville house, director Frank Capra hired a marksman to shoot it out on cue. To everyone's amazement, Reed broke the window by herself. She had played baseball in high school and had a strong throwing arm. As Uncle Billy drunkenly leaves the Bailey home, it sounds as if he stumbles into some trash cans on the sidewalk. In fact, a crew member dropped a large tray of props right after Thomas Mitchell went off screen. James Stewart began laughing, and Mitchell quickly improvised. "I'm all right. I'm okay." Director Frank Capra decided to use this take in the final cut and gave the stagehand a $10 bonus for improving the sound. James Stewart was nervous about the phone kiss scene because it was his first on-screen kiss since he returned to Hollywood after the war. Under director Frank Capra's watchful eye, Stewart filmed the scene in only one unrehearsed take, and it worked so well that part of the embrace was cut out because it was too passionate to pass the censors. While filming the scene in which George prays in the bar, James Stewart was so overcome that he began to sob. Frank Capra later reframed and blew up the shot because he wanted to catch that expression on Stewart's face. This is why that shot looks so grainy compared to the rest of the film.